Hi guys, thanks for checking out the video. Get a lot of my lessons asking, should you keep your head down? And I get a lot of my lessons as well, if I ask them what are they currently working on, they're working on trying to keep their head down as they hit shots. I think this is a really bad piece of advice. I'm not quite sure where it originates from. Everybody seems to have been told one time or another that keeping your head down might solve the problem. But I've got my driver here, so I'm just going to talk you through. So I try to hit high draws with the driver. That's something that a lot of people want to do. To hit a high draw, I need to extend and turn my chest, and I need to swing to the right. If I try to keep my head down, I now can't extend. Plus, if I keep my head down, I'm going to swing to the left. So we get a lot of people that are, especially with driver, but it's also in the iron, they're hitting it very low and a bit to the right. Keeping your head down is going to actually encourage that. So that's why, in my opinion, keeping the head down is a bad piece of advice. Also, if you keep your head down and try and turn, so if you try and, so I'm swinging my head at 114 mile an hour at the minute. If I try and swing this golf club at that pace, turn, extend and keep the head down, I'm really going to hurt my neck. So you'll end up hurting your neck, your shoulders and other places as well. So by trying to keep your head down, you can actually injure yourself, which again is something that certainly in guys that I'm giving lessons to, I don't want to happen. So why are we given this advice? Because it must have originated somewhere. I can be a little facetious if I suggest it's just come out of nowhere, but in my opinion, it's probably when we first teach sort of pitching and putting, keeping the head fairly still certainly is beneficial. So it may come from there. I also feel as well is sometimes the head will move as a result of something not working. So we then blame the head when it's not actually the head's fault. So an example of this would be, oh, you looked up and that's why you hit a poor shot. When what's actually probably happened, and I would say this is probably the most common problem, is you haven't moved weight into your left hand side. So as you've left the weight in the back, and now as a result you're kind of scooping and trying to hit up on it, your spine is falling backwards, your head is connected to your spine, so it gives the appearance of looking up. And that's, again, keeping the head down will sound like it's going to help, but it's not actually targeting any of the problem movements that you've got, and it's not going to then put something into your golf game to actually encourage you to hit it better. So I would just be a little careful when you're trying to use the keep your head down method, as I think it can cause more trouble than it can improve. So how should the head move? It's easy for me to say don't keep it down, but obviously if you were physically lifting it, that could cause you some troubles as well. So what I like to think of is when I'm hitting through, my head and my eyes will actually follow the head as we go through. So it's certainly not, I'm not jumping out of the shot, I'm not lifting, but what I will do is hit and follow the head. You can see what that does is it encourages me to extend. The extension is going to give you a nice high flight, and it might even encourage that draw that you're looking for. I hope this has helped. Get some comments down below, and I hope to catch you soon.